Why the Bayraktar TB2 has become ineffective in Ukraine. Drone warfare is an everyday reality in Ukraine, but over the 15 months of war, it has undergone changes. One of the most visible concerns the Bayraktar TB2. This Turkish-made drone used to be very prominent. It became one of the early symbols of Ukrainian resistance. People named their kids after it. Countries like Lithuania and Poland crowdfunded TB2s for Ukraine. Bayraktar, the manufacturer, saw its sales orders skyrocket. Now it all sounds like it happened 10 years ago. When was the last time you heard of a TB2 being deployed? But why? Here's what happened. Ukraine was one of the first users of TB2 drones. They were used in attack mode to destroy Russian equipment. The TB2 is a medium-altitude long-endurance drone. It costs about $2 million apiece. The TB2 has a wingspan of around 40 feet. The drone is monitored and controlled by an air crew. The air crews set up ground control stations. A station has 2 terminals and a base for launching. The 21-foot-long TB2 can autonomously take off and land. It has a full avionics suite on board. It can fly at 18,000 to 25,000 feet for up to 27 hours. It has a range of 185 miles. The TB2 has an autopilot feature. It's also not fully dependent on GPS, having its own sensors. The drone carries 4 smart micro-munition, laser-guided missiles. It has a low radar cross-section. But all of this advanced tech stopped being enough at some point. It's not known how many TB2s Ukraine had, but more than 20 have definitely been shot down. The reason is Russian electronic warfare capabilities. EW is not an unchanging constant. It's a continuing process of gathering signal and electronic intelligence. Signals are detected, captured, and analyzed. The longer the war goes on, the smarter both sides become. They must constantly adapt. Once a weapon is compromised, it becomes almost useless. For a $2 million drone, that's basically a death sentence. No one is going to risk losing such an expensive piece of equipment. The Ukrainians are still using TB2s, but they are used solely for reconnaissance and intelligence gathering. Of course, Ukraine's strike capabilities have also grown. Early in the war, TB2s were the best option for range strikes. Now Ukraine operates SIM-LRS and mid-range missiles. But there's another aspect that often gets ignored. How exactly did the TB2 get compromised? This may have to do with Recep Tayyip Erdogan's politics. See, Turkey's president has never picked a side in this war. On the one hand, Turkey is a NATO member. That automatically makes it Russia's enemy. Turkish banks stopped servicing Russian credit cards. Turkey has at times restricted maritime traffic for Russian ships. And of course, it has supplied weapons to Ukraine. Moreover, Bayraktar even gave some drones away for free. And it's planning to build a drone factory in Ukraine. Bayraktar belongs to Erdogan's son-in-law, by the way. On the other hand, Turkey has not sanctioned Russia. On the contrary, it's buying more Russian oil than ever. Erdogan enjoys a friendly relationship with Putin, and Bayraktar has sold some TB2s to Mali. The North African country is a major base for Wagner PMC. In fact, it relies on Putin's mercenaries for protection. Wagner PMC is meanwhile fighting in Ukraine. The Malian government obviously shared the TB2 secrets with the Russians. So don't expect the Bayraktar TB2 to make a comeback.